Store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Ready. Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running right, it's Bothwell. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's West. There he goes. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's second and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a second and 6. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Here's a give to Bothwell. Oh, what a move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The
coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, give to Hardy. He breaks a tackle. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Turns it loose. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his man. It's Cotton. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Might have a chance. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top as we get a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He slings it deep to the left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Here's a give to Hardy. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Simmons extending the play. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Now here's Simmons. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, live to fight another down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Taylor wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
And here's a good lesson for a lot of young receivers out there watching this game. You got to create separation against man-to-man coverage. You've got to run away from the defender and come back to the football. That's what that receiver did on that play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it with Bothwell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Mississippi State! He got it beat down in bounds. Lining up to add another.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's going to come out quickly. Receiver's got to win quickly. And they were on the same page on that TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Throwing Simmons. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The give to Hardy. Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Making side adjustments here. Taylor wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. MIZZOU will use its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
He fires one deep over the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wildcats eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Simmons to throw. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
From the gun on third down, Simmons finds his back in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
From the gun, give to Hardy. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Simmons. Bears the pressure. Got it. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And they swarm him under.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
949, rock stop. Win.
Might be changing the route. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on fourth. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reed,
they'll try to get him on the fake. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
and when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Now give it to Fluff.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Could not make his way to the corner.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30. Icy.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Maybe a crease. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Simmons unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. He's looking deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll give it to Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Here's Simmons to throw. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Right back to Hardy on first down. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, And you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Simmons. Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll return it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's a give to Bothwell. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Taylor wants to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Throwing Simmons. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's a give to Hardy. Plows through the defense.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Again, it's Hardy. There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. MIZZOU coming out with a fresh set of downs. Run inside. It's Roberts. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll give it to Hardy. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. His 17th touchdown of the season and third of this game.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds the tight end. Lowers those pads. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fluffed Bothwell again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Taylor wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. 4th down. Gotta have it here. Throws for the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a give to Hardy. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They brought him down, but not soon enough, and they're going to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's